Welcome to How To with J&A. Today we're looking at how to make Chinese chili beef. I've got 250 grams of beef and that's for 2 people. And I've just sliced it up into slices. And if you do want to make crispy chili beef, I'm just making regular chili beef. But if you want to make it really crispy, then you would cut these pieces in half. So you would have about half the thickness of the pieces that I've got here. And I'll tell you how to cook that later. So I've just got a beaten egg and I'm going to add about half of that into the meat. Now you can use the rest to make some nice fried rice if you want to, but you only need about half just to coat your meat. And then you just want to stir this round just to cover the meat. This helps to keep your meat nice and moist and tender, and it also gives it the nice crispy crumb. And then you want to add in a little salt and pepper just to start to season up. So just by eye, but just about a pinch or a quarter teaspoon of salt and just the same of pepper. I'm just putting a wee shake in here. And then you just want to stir that round just to cover all the meat. Then I'm adding in the corn flour, or you can also use cornstarch. And that's about 3 to 4 tablespoons. You just want to mix it in until you make sure that all the meat is covered and it all gets a bit sticky. But that's what's going to give you a nice crumb on the outside. So I've waited until this oil is hot. This is about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil, or you can use vegetable oil. And then you just want to start putting your meat in one piece at a time. And you want to just start frying it up. Now I did say that I'd tell you about crispy chili beef. If you want it crispy, you just make your meat slightly thinner, and I would recommend that you deep fry and you just add the meat to the sauce and vegetables at the very end. So you just want to keep stirring round until your meat just begins to get nice and cooked and you do get like a crunchy coating on the outside. So it really depends what you're used to. You can get Chinese chili beef with different variations. As I say, I'm just making Chinese chili beef, but if you want it really, really crispy, as I say, deep fry it and that will give you that same effect. But it's all the same taste, it's just not as crunchy. So I'm just popping on my splatter guard, and that really helps to stop the oil from splashing. So once you've got your meat nice and crispy, you want to just pop it onto a paper towel, onto a plate, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to fry your vegetables. So I've got 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil. As I say, you can also use vegetable oil. And I've just got 1 small onion, and that's just thinly sliced. Then I'm adding in some thinly sliced red pepper, just about half a red pepper. And then you just want to give that a quick stir. Now if you haven't tried my sweet chili sauce recipe, please have a look on YouTube because it's a fantastic recipe. So this is some that I've made today, and this is actually quite a thick version that I've made. It's not normally as thick as this. But I'm going to add into here 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, and I forgot to say I do have 4 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce. So this recipe, it mainly is this chili sauce that's given it most of its flavour. And then you just want to put some ginger in. So this is 1 teaspoon of ginger puree, or you can just crush ginger as well. You just pop that in. And again, you just want to season up. So just a little salt and pepper, just about 1/4 teaspoon. And then I've got some nice dark rich soy sauce. I would recommend you use dark soy sauce because it really helps with the colour of your sauce and it helps with the richness of your sauce. So just 1 tablespoon of that goes in. And then you just want to give it a good stir round. And you can see the colour is beginning to really come together. So if you did want to make it for 4, then you would just double up the recipe on everything, on the meat and the sauce. So I just cook for 2, so that's why my recipes are quite often for 2 people. So you can see a lovely thick sauce. So I've just got these vegetables stir frying, and I'm just going to add in some grated carrot, and I've used this little grater. These are really good. They look like a bit like a potato peeler. You can peel potatoes with them as well, but they have different kinds. So this one I've used makes little grated pieces, and they're really good because they're nice and long. They're very pretty in a dish. I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic. You just add that to the end so it doesn't burn. So you're just lightly frying this off now, and you're nearly finishing your dish. So you just stir fry that for about 1 minute, not very long. Then you want to add your meat back in. Now the other way you can do it is you can fry your meat in one pan and also do your veg in another. But it's easier for me just to work with one pan when I'm filming. So you just want to stir all this together, and you want to let the meat start to heat back through. So you want to let that heat for about 2-3 minutes, just until your meat's started to heat. And then I'm just going to push the meat and the vegetables to the side. And then I'm going to add in this lovely rich sauce. So I've got my pan very hot, so it's going to start to bubble. As you can see, it's really bubbling up. Any sauce with lots of sugar will get hot very quickly. So you just want to make sure it's hot, and then it's just a quick stir in, and your chili beef is going to be ready. So it really smells incredible. So chili beef is quite similar to a sort of sweet and sour type sauce. The sweet chili sauce has got some vinegar in it, so you do get that sort of sweet and sour. So you can serve up with anything you want. You can serve with rice or noodles or chips, and I really hope that you do enjoy making this recipe. So you can check out more recipes, and you can also subscribe to get notifications of new videos as they come on, and you can also become a patron to support us in our work. Thanks again for watching. Bye.